think, the nominations have continued. And of course, yesterday we saw 3 political parties filing in their nominations. UPND, Hari Kalaba's party. We also had Mr. Haivi Hamdudu's party, who also came up. And from the political parties that we saw yesterday, I think we witnessed 2 political parties obviously adopting female candidates as vice presidents, and that is the UPND and of course the DP party as well. The Patriotic Front led the way by adopting Honorable Professor Nkandluo as their preferred running mate for President Edgar Lungu. Joining us this morning is Patriotic Front media admin Chendela Mukondo, who is here just to give us an overview of the adoption and of course just how the campaigns are actually moving going forward. Honorable, thank you so much. It's been a very, very rough period. And it's been a long time. How have you been?
No, I've been okay, and God has been blessing, and I think we continue asking for more blessings, especially that we are in this pandemic, and we have to continue exercising the necessary guidelines so that we protect ourselves. Definitely. But otherwise, we're enjoying good health. And last time we came here, we continue thanking God that even the numbers, they have gone into 0 now. Yes.
Definitely. Professor Nkandluo, as a preferred candidate for President Edgar Lungu, your overview.
Our overview is that, the Patriotic Front has continued setting the stage high. And this time around, the coming in of Professor Luo, it has epitomized what we have always talked about as the Patriotic Front. We inherited the governance in this country for the past, 47 years. We never saw anywhere a woman going to the presidency. But today, for the past 7 years or so, we set that example through one Edgar Lungu. May I say 6 years of the present administration, which came to a close on the 12th of August. We had Mama Inongewina, who was the first one. And I think looking at what the president has been looking at, there is now consistency when it comes to maturity, consistency when it comes to the people who are very good when having look at their CVs, very clean, corrupt-free people, and then also she optimizes what we can call empowerment of our women. So basically for us, this is a woman who is coming in from a very humble background, born of 2 teachers, and then also if you look at the upbringing, it's exceptional. And the participation into the private sector and then also the public service, it has been exceptional. She's an embodiment of women empowerment. She's a continuation of where Mama Wina she's living. She has left an administration which is no dent. She's that clean slate. So we're talking about a woman who is continuing where the other woman has left.
Interesting. A lot of concerns have actually been echoed by different stakeholders in relation to the course of work and some of the decisions that Professor Luo made, and they feel she could not really make a very good VIP if at all the PF was to win a general election in August, and perhaps she might even contribute to President Edgar Lungu failing to win a vote. Just some of the issues, concerns, her decision to scrap off meal allowances for UNZA students, the time she served as a higher education minister, and of course others as well. Just what is your reaction to that?
If you look at Professor Luo, she represents order and discipline. If you look at her political history, she's coming in, I think, in 1996. That's when she comes to serve the Zambian people as a deputy minister, as MP for Mandevu. And, she had that privilege of working with Michael Chilufya Sata under the Minister of Health. That was the time when we saw this sweeping statement of seeing Zambia cleaned off, the hospitals were made clean, everything became neat. And then when she was promoted to full minister in 1999, we see a woman who's coming with discipline on the transport and communication. On the transport sector, she had found the confusion almost everywhere. She brought order to the minibus drivers. We saw the painting of these buses, they came white and green. There was order on the road. So you are talking about a woman who has demonstrated throughout her life the straightforth rightness of our political will, and then also looking at the decision that he is making. One of them, it's what you are talking about, the meal allowances. The abolition of meal allowances should also move in hand in hand with what was happening with the same meal allowances. We had the righteous behavior on our learning institutions. Immediately the meal allowances were abolished. We have seen order to this very day. There are no protests. There are no protests everywhere. People have been now. He has provided another alternative, an alternative to that, and that is apart from giving these loans. We have also in these developmental skill levies, which have also facilitated the progression of our people, especially in this institution of learning. So basically, we are talking about a woman who has demonstrated and continues to demonstrate order and peace. So basically, the other one is that one which we can also talk about. It's in 2011. Immediately we got into power, and she was the means of local government. We had a health problem with the Tujirijiris. The Tujirijiris were everywhere. Immediately we were ushered into power. She made pronouncements, and they were where we are today. The Tujirijiris are no longer on the market. They have been moved out of the market. And you have seen sanity, and our youths, they are back. So you are talking about a woman who has demonstrated and consistently demonstrated leadership. And whatever hard decision she has made, it's for the benefit, for the long term of our society. And this is where I stand. So these are some of the decisions that she have been making for the benefit of us all. Like that one of the Tujirijiris. All of us, we are benefiting. We have a society now where, as opposed to where we are coming from, the 2011. We had our street littered with almost these people who are calling the junkies. The junkies were almost everywhere, meaning the youths. But today, it's a different program.
Interesting. Recently, the Patriotic Front announced cancellation of public rallies in view of COVID-19. Is that another gimmick that you're putting across just to woodwink, the general public, if I was to put it in that way?
Comrade Zulu, thank you very much for that brilliant question, and I think I'm very happy that you have given me this opportunity to explain to the Zambian people, to ask them very fair question. If we look what happened in the United States of America, when people are talking about this COVID, the opposition, by then the Democrats, are talking about, let us take drastic measures to address this issue of COVID. We remember very well how the former president, Donald Trump, tried to downplay the dangers of COVID. And you know what happened? The disease ravaged the United States of America because the president was downplaying the dangers of the same pandemic. And today, we can look at what happened with Modi in India. Today, Modi lost an election in one of the critical states in the Indian state because of the same COVID. They told him that he had concentrated too much on politics than the health of the people. So today, we are standing to this, could be even the third wave of the virus, and you have recorded even one individual with the same Indian variant. So it's a danger and it's timely. For us, we are more concerned about the health of the people. We have demonstrated leadership before. We would want to save each and every life of every Zambian. And our manifesto, our guiding principle is talking about every life of a Zambian counts. Every Zambian counts. And this is from what we are talking about. Our guiding principle is that one of in our manifesto, that the life of every Zambian counts. And we can only demonstrate this by banning these public rallies. And for us, it's not a trap. We have a history. We have traced how these pandemics have been spreading. And these rallies are among the spreaders, the super spreaders. And if you look at where we are today, we are going into the coldest period, the June, July, and August. If you remember very well, we have a history. Last year, we lost almost 2 honorable members around the 15th on the same day. It was a dark period. So we are not taking from without. We are taking this pandemic seriously. And for us, we would want to value the Zambian life than politicize almost everything. And you know the advantage that we are living in. We are not living in a stone age. We are living in the time when social media is there. We can communicate to our people using social media. We can communicate to our people using these airwaves. We have now a lot of radio stations which are now in all these provinces. Today I'm here on this live program on QTV because it can be broadcasted across the nation, across the world. So basically, we are not living in that time when you would depend on the rallies as a mode of only the way how we can market the party manifestos. No, the party manifestos can be circulated through electronics. It's cheaper to talk to the people. A WhatsApp group, let us form the WhatsApp group. We talk among ourselves. That way, I think this is the way forward that we have to engage ourselves in now. It's a new way. It's a new living in a new normal. It's through these gadgets that we have now. So basically, it's not here and there that it's a trap. But for us, we are banking on what we have done, what we have invested in these 10 years. We have invested in the people of Zambia. We have been developing this nation across all these ministries. We have testimony. The Minister of Health, we are able to tell the people this is what we have done. Communication, this is what local government, this is what we have done. So basically for us, it's not here and there that we are using this as a trap, but we are telling even the opposition that this is timely. It's a timely warning. It's not that it's unfortunate our friends, the opposition, especially the second opposition, which is UPND, they are opted to go the traditional way, which is that one of holding rallies. But we are honing them. You intend to risk the life of our Zambian people. And you are also in a trap. What happened to Donald Trump? They are going to face it. What happened to India? They are going to face it. Because for us, it's timely. We have all this information. We are living in an information age. So it's not here and there that we are here to make that trap or to make a bait so that the opposition fall for it. No, we are looking at counting every Zambian life. And you know, a healthy nation is a wealthy nation.
Interesting. Finally, don't you think that will have an effect on your campaigns? Looking at the fact that, you know, now we have, you're not facing just UPND, but you'll be facing DP, Hari Kalaba, who has done an amazing job as well on the ground. You'll be facing Dr. Fred Membe, who has also pushed up a very good fight. You'll be facing an alliance that is made up of an alliance as well. It's one alliance and the other alliance come together. We're talking about the UPND alliance and the Zambia We Want alliance. So don't you think that will limit your chances of winning the general elections in August?
Look, for us, we have continued demonstrating that we had an opportunity. We have been presiding over the affairs of the nation for the past 10 years. So for us, our work speaks for ourselves. And besides that, we are taking the political game now in a different dimension. We are leaders. You talked about the president setting a stage by first appointing a running mate to be a female. And everybody, Arikala has done the same. UPND has also done the same copycat. So even with this time, it is us. It is a challenge on us. We are not taking it as a big challenge, which is unsurmountable, but it's something which we can surmount. So basically, to us is that we are now telling the people that we are living in a new normal, and in a new normal, it's to go in use these social platforms. Let's use the already traditional radio station, the already traditional TV station, the already established ways of talking to our people. So basically, it's not here and there that we are afraid or we are saying that we are going to have any effect. We're not going to have any effect, but basically we have done our homework. We have been there, we have worked for the people of Zambia. The works will do, and they will continue explaining for us. So basically, what is important for us is that there is no disadvantage to the ruling party. Instead, it's an advantage because we are securing, we are making sure that we are saving the people of Zambia so that they can vote on the 12th August. Come 12th August, we want to have a happy nation, we want to have a healthy nation that we're able to decide, not to have funerals in our homes.
All right, so 2 minutes gone into the hour of 9, and of course, my guest was Mr. Chendela Mukondo from the Patriotic Front, and he was highlighting further on some of the decisions that the party has made, starting with cancellation of public rallies in view of COVID-19, and also the decision by the Republican president to go with Professor Nkanduluo as his running mate. Nkana came from behind to beat NAPSA Stars by 4 goals to 2. Goals from Alex Ngonga and of course Diamond Chikweko were enough to ensure that Nkana gets the needed 3 points, which pushes them to 31 points now on top of Lumwana Radiants, and they're about 6 points away from NAPSA Stars. They need to win all the remaining games if they are to increase chances of escaping relegation zone. It was quite a good game for Nkana. Looking forward to more coming up. Well, this is why we have to wrap up the breakfast show for today. Indeed, it's been an awesome one. Definitely, you expect a lot of events to take place between now and August due to the election that this country will be having. Hopefully that you're going to contribute to the unity and peace of this country as we promote a fair, free election and, of course, a peaceful one as well. Enjoy the rest of the day, and it's bye-bye for now.